When Creflo Dollar first held a small gathering in a school cafeteria in 1986, only a handful of people attended. It was a modest start, far from the global platform he would eventually build. Over time, his message, energy, and communication style began attracting more people. His church grew quickly, evolving into World Changers Church International, one of the most recognized ministries in the United States. For many, his story symbolized determination and faith. But as his influence expanded, so did questions about how that growth translated into personal success and responsibility, especially as his lifestyle became more visible to the public and began to spark curiosity and debate. The message that built a following. A major factor behind Dollar's rise was his emphasis on prosperity and personal growth. His teachings often focused on the idea that faith, discipline, and generosity could lead to a better life. This message resonated with many people who were seeking hope and direction. For followers, it wasn't just about finances, it was about believing in possibilities. His sermons were engaging, practical, and easy to understand, which helped him connect with a wide audience. Over time, his influence spread through television, books, and conferences. While many found encouragement in his teachings, others began to question whether the message sometimes created expectations that were difficult to sustain in real life. Attention from Washington. In 2007, Chuck Grassley launched an inquiry into the financial practices of several well-known televangelists, including Dollar. The goal was to understand how nonprofit religious organizations were managing their funds. The inquiry raised broader questions about accountability and transparency within large ministries. While some leaders cooperated to varying degrees, Dollar chose not to provide detailed financial information. This decision didn't lead to legal action, but it did spark public discussion. For many observers, it wasn't just about numbers, it was about trust and whether donors had enough visibility into how their contributions were being used. Questions around transparency. Following the inquiry, independent organizations that evaluate charities began paying closer attention. Some groups noted that limited financial disclosure made it difficult for donors to fully understand how funds were allocated. Transparency, especially in large organizations, often plays a key role in building confidence. Supporters argued that religious institutions operate differently and should maintain independence, while critics believed openness could strengthen credibility. This ongoing debate highlighted a larger issue that extends beyond one individual: how faith-based organizations balance privacy with accountability. Regardless of perspective, the conversation itself became an important part of Dollar's public narrative. Personal challenges in the spotlight. In 2012, Dollar faced a personal situation that drew widespread attention. Reports of a family dispute brought his private life into public view. While the situation was later resolved legally, it led to conversations about leadership, personal conduct, and the challenges of living under constant public scrutiny. For many supporters, it was a moment that required separating personal struggles from professional roles. Others saw it as a reminder that public figures, regardless of their platform, face real-life challenges. The situation didn't define his entire career, but it added another layer to how people viewed him and his leadership. A lifestyle that drew attention. As his ministry grew, so did awareness of his personal lifestyle. Reports of luxury homes, high-end vehicles, and private travel sparked conversations about how leaders should balance success with public perception. Supporters often viewed these as signs of achievement and the results of years of hard work. Critics, however, questioned whether such displays aligned with the values of a nonprofit religious organization. These discussions weren't unique to Dollar, but reflected a broader debate about leadership in highly visible roles. The contrast between message and lifestyle became a recurring theme in how his story was interpreted by different audiences. The jet controversy. In 2015, Dollar made headlines when he spoke about acquiring a new aircraft to support international travel. The proposal quickly gained widespread attention and mixed reactions. Some viewed it as a practical decision for a global ministry, while others felt it raised questions about priorities. Public response, especially online, was intense and immediate. Eventually, the plan was withdrawn, but the moment remained significant. It became one of the most discussed events of his career, illustrating how quickly public opinion can shape the direction of major decisions and how important perception is in leadership roles. Evolving views on giving. For many years, Dollar taught structured approaches to giving, which were central to his ministry. However, in 2022, he publicly shared that his understanding had changed. He expressed that giving should be guided by personal conviction rather than strict rules. This shift surprised many, especially longtime followers familiar with his earlier teachings. For some, it was a sign of growth and reflection. For others, it raised questions about the impact of past messages. Changes like this can be complex, particularly when they affect beliefs people have followed for years. Still, it marked a notable turning point in his public teaching. Voices from supporters and critics over time. A wide range of perspectives emerged from those who had engaged with his ministry. Some people credit his teachings with helping them stay motivated and focused during difficult times. Others have shared experiences of reevaluating what they learned and how it influenced their decisions. These varied viewpoints reflect the complexity of influence that public figures can have. No single narrative captures the full picture. Instead, it's a mix of personal stories, interpretations, and reflections that continue to shape how his work is understood today. A story still being written. The story of Creflo Dollar is not one that fits into a simple conclusion. It includes growth, challenges, influence, and ongoing discussion. For some, it represents inspiration and resilience. For others, it raises important questions about leadership and responsibility. What remains clear is that his journey has sparked conversations that go far beyond one individual. It touches on faith, trust, accountability, and the role of public figures in shaping beliefs. And as those conversations continue, his story remains a topic of reflection rather than a closed chapter.